Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just come down to Bitcoin, big of the CoinsKid crew. So Bitcoin is breaking out right now, isn't it? You know, you can't deny it's not breaking out this falling wedge, and it looks as though you're beginning retracement to that orange line. Now, if you get there, that's super bullish, okay? And there'll be sort of no sort of case anymore for the bear market, or you know, this big monster 85% drawdown, 14k, 10k, and things like that. And you have actually found your bottom here. If you do start to do something like this over a long period of time and get the break, it means that you've got an impulsive move off these lows, okay? And this was your low. This is impulsive. This has been corrective. And you're looking at another impulsive break here for Bitcoin, okay? And it's pretty much doing exactly what it did on the previous bottom as well. If we take a look down here to the left, you can see just there. Let me drop an horizontal line in on this level of resistance just there for Bitcoin, okay? Alt H on your keyboard. Well, you can clearly see this structure and the gaps in the EMAs. Like I said to you at the point here, lots of data-driven lows here. You know, not hopium, not bullshit. Data told us that that was the bottom, and it's the same data lining up that told us that that was the bottom. So you can see in this instance we've got an impulsive move, then this corrective move that came back in a falling wedge, tightening range, broke out, and then we held this ascending support, looking at ascending support from the bottom, and we come up and we broke just there. So this is basically one big W double bottom pattern, an ascending triangle of resistance, price compression, boom, break, impulsive move to the upside, okay? And there was no stopping it. Look at that big gold candle right there. So if I was making videos for you back then, I would have told you, look at that break of that resistance right there. And what I've always said to you, resistance becomes support and support becomes resistance. You broke that without back testing it as support. So eventually when Bitcoin come up like this and retraced, where did it retrace to? All the way back down to where it broke without testing its support. So that would have been a fantastic area, you know, a target that I would have been targeting. If I was making the videos for you, I'd have been targeting this area here because of the break of the ascending triangle without back testing its support. So eventually it came back to it. So that was an eventuality. So right now, you know, I'm not saying that the bottom is in, but if we start to see something similar play out here for Bitcoin, and we've got this sort of ascending level support of the bottom right now, we could actually drop an ascending line in here like this, and this could actually be some kind of ascending triangle that we're starting to form just here. Very similar structure where we've potentially had some kind of impulsive move into EMAs like this. We've got an impulsive move into EMAs, you've got your retracement in a falling wedge, and right now you're breaking out and coming up the stairs. So if you start to see this for Bitcoin slowly but surely come up the stairs, there'll be no stopping it, okay? And then eventually, you know, if we get a big gold candle there, you know, that breaks this ascending triangle, which is a potential pattern that's beginning to form here at the bottom for Bitcoin, if it breaks it, then that will be on the radar for a retest down the line. Do you understand? So, you know, I wish I could tell you conclusively what it is, you know, that Bitcoin's going to do, but I can't. But one thing I can say to you just there, that we did melt through this support. Do you see the support? So this is always on my radar. Let me drop it in. And it's a very similar structure and support that XRP actually formed a W double bottom pattern and came up and retested it as resistance. So I'm potentially looking at some kind of big breakout here into roughly $33,117 basically, because you've melted through this support without necessarily backtesting it as resistance. So I think that that could be a major level of resistance going forward, where, you know, if Bitcoin starts to really come up quite quickly, it could run into that and then come back to this neckline of support before continuation. That's a possibility going forward for Bitcoin, okay? So it's just a quick little update for you today. Yesterday I was anticipating a little bit of a drawback on the 15-minute time frame to the golden ratio, but it never came. Now this is looking quite impulsive. Impulsive, corrective, impulsive, corrective, impulsive. So this could be some kind of big wave one that's happening right now for Bitcoin. So if it starts to run into resistance and starts to come back, this retracement coming back could actually be a fantastic opportunity for you, that those that have missed this bottom down here for Bitcoin, and this continuation of this breakout, of this potential breakout of the falling wedge right there, around about 25k, isn't it, that we're targeting there for Bitcoin. So I hope you enjoyed that little update. Now if this is the top and we do form some kind of double top right here, and this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 3, this is a 4, this is a 5 on the 15-minute time frame, I would anticipate retracement at this point. So where could you get some bids in? Let's take a look at this. So if you're beginning retracement right now for Bitcoin, do target the golden ratio at 19711 for Bitcoin, and then that could be a big ABC correction coming back down, holding support before continuation right there for Bitcoin. But to do that, we have to see it fall at the 20791. It has to be cooked, create some kind of reversal pattern up here, start a retracement, come back down to the golden ratio at 19711. Fantastic area to put some bids in with your stop loss down here on the 702 fib at 19569, and that could be a fantastic area for you to go long on. Buy bit or bit get. It's entirely up to you, okay? So I hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care everyone. Bye bye.